Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Before we begin, I'd like to introduce to the folks at the head table. To the far left, Mike Holditch, Senior Vice President, Assistant General Manager of the Calgary Flames. To Mike's right. To Mike's right, our new head coach, Ryan Huska, who will be introduced to you shortly. And to they've already switched on me, so it shows you how far my instructions go. And in the middle, Brad Pascal, Assistant General Manager of the Calgary Flames. The format this morning will be a quick introduction from myself about Brad. Some of you, I'm sure, have heard about Brad's recent appointment as Assistant General Manager of the Calgary Flames. After I introduce you all to Brad, Brad will then formally introduce you all to Ryan. Ryan will have a chance to share some of his thoughts, and at the conclusion of his remarks, we will open it up to Q&A, starting with the media and any questions that any of you fans may have of Ryan or Brad. And then if there are any questions of either myself or Mike, we'd be happy to take those on as well. On June 6th, Brad Pascal was named the Assistant General Manager of the Calgary Flames, joining Craig Conroy, Mike Holditch, as a trio of assistants to General Manager Brad Treliving. Prior to his appointment, Brad spent 18 years with Hockey Canada, most recently as Vice President of Hockey Operations and National Teams, overseeing Hockey Canada's participation in international competition, playing a key role in 5 consecutive World Junior Gold medals, 3 Olympic golds, the 2004 World Cup of Hockey, and 2 IIHF World Championship gold medals. Folks, that's a lot of gold. During his career at Hockey Canada, he played a prominent role in the development of Canada's high-performance program, and for 10 of his 18 years led the organization's communications department. Drafted by the Buffalo Sabres in 1990, Brad played 2 seasons in Rochester in the American Hockey League and 2 more seasons in the East Coast Hockey League. He knows player development, and clearly he knows a thing or two about building championship teams. Ladies and gentlemen, Brad Pascal.
Thanks very much. It's great to be here. We've had a great couple of days, and it's an absolute pleasure. But on behalf of the Calgary Flames, myself, Ryan Burke, our president, Brad Treliving, I know we met a month or so ago. Craig Conroy and Michael Holditch, our management group in Calgary. We're absolutely ecstatic to be here in Glens Falls and Adirondack. It's a great hockey market and a great hockey city, and we're looking forward to putting together an extremely hard-working team and one that you'll be very proud of. Personally, for my role, being a part of the Flames management team, I'll be the lead person that will be in and around Adirondack. But by all means, we'll have a lot of people here. Michael will be here on a regular basis, Craig Conroy, Brad Treliving, Brian Burke. We'll have professional scouts here. We'll have our development staff here as well. So there'll be a number of people from the Calgary organization will be down on a regular basis, watching our players, communicating on a regular basis with our coaching staff, and ensuring that we have a product on the ice and off the ice that you'll be very, very proud of. Player development, we mentioned a little bit. My background in Hockey Canada is really developing players into gold medal teams, which I was fortunate to be a part of, but into championship teams. And I'm looking forward to hopefully sharing a little bit of what I had in the way of player development into our system here. I can tell you here in Glens Falls and Adirondack, we're really looking at player development as being a key component of our development for Flames players. If you're to make the NHL team in Calgary, the road through to the NHL is here through Glens Falls, and we're ecstatic to be developing our players here in this great hockey market. And now to our head coach, we're just absolutely thrilled to have somebody like Ryan Huska with the experience he has. I was fortunate to work with Ryan on 2 occasions with Team Canada at the World Juniors. We won a silver medal and a bronze medal. We didn't get the gold that we wanted, but through that experience with Ryan, I got to learn the type of coach he is. He's a communicator, he's a teacher, he knows how to develop talent, and he's a champion. He's had experience as a player at the professional level, the American Hockey League, the International Hockey League. He's won Memorial Cups as a player and a coach, and he's just a tremendous individual. And I'd like to mention his wife Denise here. They've been here for the weekend looking for a place, and found a great place to live, and I know that they're looking forward to bringing their family here and making this place home. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce your new head coach and our new head coach, Ryan Huska.
Well, good morning. I'd like to take the time to thank everybody for coming out here today. I can honestly say I'm a little surprised by the turnout. I typically don't get fans and this many people coming to a press conference. It's really shown me how passionate this city and this area is towards their hockey team, and it makes me really excited about what's to come. I'd like to thank Brian Burke, Brad Fleming, and the entire Calgary Flames organization for giving me this great opportunity to coach the Adirondack Flames. I'd like to also make a special thank you to Brad Pascal, Michael Holditch, and Craig Conroy for trusting me with the job of working with and developing our organization's young prospects. We're going to be a hard-working team. We'll be a young team, but we'll be a very competitive team, and I know we'll be a team that will leave a positive mark on this city or this area's great hockey tradition. We're looking forward to working with Brian Petrovic and the staff of the Adirondack Flames here, and we're all thrilled to be a part of this community. As Brad mentioned, we've been down here for about 5 days, found a place to live, and it already kind of feels like home. So we're really excited to get down here full-time in August, get ourselves planning and preparing, and looking forward to the upcoming season. But really excited to be a part of things here in Glens Falls, and looking forward to a great season coming up. Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan. So we can open it up now for questions of any of the folks at the head table.
Ryan, you're a rather young fellow to be a head coach. Even though you came here as head coach for the past 7 seasons.
Yes.
Somebody just brought this up to me earlier. Maybe that will play in your favor in the mindset with younger players.
Well, I think when you look at the American Hockey League now, it is becoming more and more of a development league. And my background coming from junior hockey, I have an opportunity to work with 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old players. So the guys that we'll have here will be a little bit older, but still of the similar mindset to the players that I had worked with in the past. So you have an opportunity to develop and build some relationships with them, and spend as much time as possible with them to help them get to that next level. And at the end of the day, that's what we're all here for, is to try to get them to a position where they can be full-time contributing members of the Calgary Flames.
Brad, which players can we expect to see here in Glens Falls? Sam Bennett, first-round draft pick this past year. Can we expect to see him here?
Well, first and foremost, we just finished our development camp in Calgary, where we had a lot of our young prospects for 5 days, and Ryan led the on-ice and off-ice activities along with our head coach Bob Hartley in Calgary. As for what players are going to be here, it's going to be a fierce competition in Calgary, as you can imagine, for the main part of training camp of what players we might have. It'd be speculation at this point who might be there. Sam Bennett specifically, you mentioned with his eligibility, he would have to go back to junior and wouldn't be able to play in the American League based on the rules if he didn't make the NHL club. But I can tell you there's a wealth of young talent. We saw it last week in Calgary at our development camp. We'll have a better idea of who's going to be here in Adirondack once those competitions subside during the training camp in Calgary.
Ryan, can you just an idea of, can you describe yourself as a coach in a particular style, or like to play tempo,
Yeah.
certain checking thing?
Yeah, well, I think the game is up-tempo now, but I think what we all want to be or have here is a team that's similar to the team that's going to be in Calgary. So our focus is going to be a hard-working, always competing team, a team that's in your face, I guess is a good way to say it. And checking will be an important part of our game, but not sit back checking. It's more about taking away time and space and forcing people into mistakes and turnovers. So to be as aggressive as we can, while still be responsible defensively. And that's following along the same lines as to how Bob wants to play with his team in Calgary.
Do you think there's a big difference, how big difference is past experience or?
Yeah, there's going to be a little difference in dealing with the age group, a little bit for sure, but at the end of the day, the systems that we played with my team in Kelowna are going to be similar to what we're going to ask our guys to play here. So it's about learning how to work hard and compete on a nightly basis. It's holding them accountable to that and making sure we're a team that's exciting to watch.
Brad, why leave Hockey Canada and come to the Flames organization?
It was a difficult decision for myself. I had a number of great opportunities to represent my country, to win gold at the Olympic Games, and really lead our country's elite players. I think in life you're always looking for new challenges and new opportunities. To have the challenge to work for the Flames organization where I could essentially stay in town. I lived in Calgary prior to, and